Grit bow. L.O.T.S Rule Media. This is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, DSTM. Once again, you guys, this is episode 100. All right, so this is a major milestone for this podcast, and I appreciate you being on here. All right. Now, this is a little intro I do, brother. As soon as I come in, I want to get it right. I am the incomparable, the art to imitate, but cannot be duplicated. The one they took their style from. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. That's the Lord of the streets, leaders of the streets, learning off the streets. All right, living off of the streets. We eat off the land. All right. Obviously, that's an acronym. Also, this is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. I want to welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 100. That part. Last but not least, I'm public enemy number one. I'm considered the top op. All right, you guys are now watching the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. That part. Today is a special guest we have here in the house. This is a long-anticipated interview. I know you guys have been seeing what's going on online with a Mr. Ali Zoe Adams. All right, he got the internet on fire. And it's a resurgence of a popular, well-known, legendary group that goes by the name of Zoe Pound. Now, this gentleman here, let me give him a proper introduction. This is would you call yourself a Zoe Pound founder or a co-founder?
I'm a Zoe Pound official.
That part. With that being said, he goes by the name of Junky Jit. All right. I don't know if you guys seen this guy. He was on the Tippy Toe podcast. He's been seen a lot on different podcasts. So it's a pleasure to have him here on DSTM. How you doing today, brother?
Hey man, I'm blessed by the best, man. You know, it's a high honor for me to be right here on this platform, to be sharing with another brother like you, especially being Zoe. You know what I mean?
So, okay, I see you get there on some. Coupon? All right. So now, with that being said, let's go into the whole history, the whole culture of Zoe Pound, which I think you're the proper person to bring this to my platform. All right. I want to inform the people. Let's start off with beginning. Where are you originally born?
Originally born in Miami, Florida. I'm not a Jackson baby. I'm a Cedars baby. See, a lot of people from Miami, Florida, they probably born in Jackson. Everybody got that similarity, right? But I'm a Cedars baby. That's like right across the street from Jackson Hospital as well. But yes, okay, sir, I was born and raised. I'm American born Zoe. Both parents are Haitian. I was born in America.
That part. My little brother was born in Jackson Memorial. All right. Rest in peace, Claude Moise. Now, Zoe, Tunde. All right. I want to break down the actual culture of Zoe Pound when this all started. Let me know, when did you guys all meet, and at what age did you guys all meet? All the original members.
Well, you know, the funny part, or you could say the unique part about us being a set of brothers that's considered a movement now, we all basically grew up together, brother, in the same hood. We all went to the same elementary school, middle school, and senior high school. Our parents, most of the guys, our parents are probably from the same areas in different parts of Haiti. So in actuality, brother, we're like a family built, movement.
Family built movement. For the most part, like I said, you guys met up, right? What age did you guys meet at?
Well, we all went to elementary school, so we kind of all met up, I'm gonna say around the ages of 8 and 9, because we all, like, for the most part, most of the homies, you know what I mean? We either walked to school together. You know how it was back in the days when you from Little Haiti, you know what I mean? Everybody at least went to, if it was not Shadowlawn, it was Edison, or it was Morningside Elementary. So in that neighborhood, just growing up in the hood and just being familiar with, you know what I'm saying, your neighborhood, everybody kind of took the same route to school. You know what I mean? We walked to school together, and we basically was all in that neighborhood. So the core Pound guys, the guys that are known as the Pound, we roughly met up like around the ages of 8, 9 years old.
8, 9 years old. Okay, and who are the original members?
The original members, I mean, as far as the public know, right? The public know the 4 rappers, right? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the original Zoe Pound street homies, they're not known in social media. So if you're talking about the artists and the guys that are known, you know what I'm saying, to the public, then I can basically tell you that we're all from the same neighborhood.
So did it start off as a street crew and then it transitioned into the rap group, or did it start off as a rap group?
We all started off in the same neighborhood, because the thing about our neighborhood growing up in Little Haiti, you know, the Zoe guys who I'm going to speak about is Mac Zoe,
okay,
Golden Child, Blind, Red Eyes, me. You know what I mean? Because these are the guys that people are familiar with. Later on, when other guys are brought forward, maybe they'll introduce themselves.
Is there a timestamp, a year that y'all actually formed the group?
Right, because you got to understand that Zoe was first a street clique, right? And then we transitioned to the music. Now, when we transitioned to doing the music, you got to understand that it was more guys that got, you know, with the music organization. And these guys were also guys from my neighborhood. So we kind of did everything that we did. It was still homegrown. You know what I mean? It was still home base. You feel me? Even when we transitioned to the music and you're hearing about Happy, you're hearing about the Kid, you're hearing about certain other guys that played a major part in the music. You know what I mean?
Okay, so with that being said, all right, you spoke about Blind, Golden Child, Red Eyes, Macazo, and also you, Mr. Junky Junk. All right, so I was familiar. I used to watch y'all music, the videos, the Who Are You, What Are You Gonna Do, and the Zopound and Hot Boys, We Get It Down, all that shit. And I was excited to see that movement, right? Because that's a time where Haitian people, we had it hard here. You understand me? And some had it more harder than others. You know what I mean? My team was more niggas that was knocking niggas heads off and shit like that. But we was the ones that would come liberate the ones that was being oppressed, similar to you guys. But you guys' name, obviously, you guys formulated this thing that it was world recognized. Everybody across the United States knows about Zopound, particularly because of you guys, right?
Right.
Which they're more informed about Haitian culture. All right, now, with that being said, all the members were not actually Haitian, right?
No, not all the members were actually Haitian. And like I said, you know, on previous interviews and on my channel, I always speak specifically of G Child, Golden Child, which is one of the rappers, because G Child as a rapper is also an official Sabre Palm Don. You know what I'm saying? He's born and raised with us too. He's from Sabre Palm as well. So him and Mac, you're gonna see later on, him and Mac actually met up with Red Eyes and Blind later on to form the group Zopound. You know what I mean? The rap group Zopound. Even though before the rap group Zopound, we knew Blind and we knew Red Eyes. It's just Blind and Red Eyes, Blind from 86th Street. That's still Biscayne Boulevard. It's a hood right off the one way. You know, they go hard on that side. If you from Little Haiti.
Now there's some other groups like Sap Boys, Biscayne Zombies, and shit like that, right?
There you go.
That part. Like, remember, let them listen. This is what this man's talking about. You guys, I'm very familiar. I'm the first person that actually knows what's going on, like the hoods, Little Haiti, some of the events that took place. So this is the reason why I'm bringing this to you guys. A lot of podcasters, not to say anything against you other podcasters, but keep in mind, they don't really know what's going on. They're just going off of what they're hearing. Well, I have some type of inclination, right? So, you know, we talked about the Biscayne Zombies and all that. So was Red Eyes the last addition to Zopound?
He was not the last addition. Red Eyes and Blind came in at the same time.
Okay.
Because what happened was, like I said, those guys, they were from other hoods in Little Haiti, but they would still come through when Zopound was like doing their thing in the street. They would still come through on that set, on our set, which was 5, 6, and First. You know what I mean? Where we put in that work. You feel me? So you gotta understand at that time, back in like 94, 95 was a time when we were still like in the streets. You know what I mean? So around 5, 6, they used to have big dice games. You know what I mean? Because dudes used to come post up around the homies, and it will start big dice game. You know how that was in Miami. Anywhere you go, in 1 second, dudes will form a dice game on the corner, and dudes jumping out their whips. Hey man, I got down. You feel me? So 5-6 was a spot where guys knew it was gonna be a dice game. You go over there on 5-6 where the Zopound be at. You feel me? So Red Eyes and Blind would come through on that note. And then later it happened where the group got formed, the Zopound rap group.
Okay. So with that being said, so now you guys have formulated. Now, how far in between did you go to prison and you guys actually the initial formation of Zopound? Because I know you did some time, bro.
Right. So what happened was I had 2 different beefs I did, right? I did 2 separate sentences. I did one sentence before we even started the music thing. You know what I mean? So that was the sentence I caught in 1993. In 1993, we were not even considered Zopound. Okay. We were still the Sable Palm Boys. That's when I got locked up. I caught a strong arm robbery case, which was a smash and grab case, and I caught attempted murder on the law enforcement case, which you get out in my book, how that happened. Okay, so I rode the county jail from 1993 all the way up until 1996 when I finally got sentenced. Now, at that time, they still had these special privileges that you get in prison. They had the system called CRD and they had ARD, where you can get so much time off of your sentence. You know what I mean? On good behavior in prison. It was called CRD. They did away with that later on when the 1020 life law came about. That's when Jeb Bush was in power and he made everything 85%. But before the 85% law, I was able to get good time. So I only did 65% of the 6-year sentence that I caught. So I did 3 years in the county jail. I went off to prison in 1996, and then I got out in 1997. So from 93 to 97, Junk was locked up. Now, while Junk was locked up, Zopound transitioned, right? From Sable Palm Boys, Zopound came about because in 1995 is when that name got coined on the weed bags. Let's just get it right. Before Zopound, that name was a rap group, it was on that product. Just put it like that.
Okay, and where that product was pumping at? Remember we spoke about this the other day. You gotta let them know.
We put in 5-6 and first where we put in that work, that White
that
House
part, right? Where y'all had that good yard weed, right?
Yeah, everybody knows
Zopound. So yeah, I think it was a Jamaican dude down there too, right? They used to call him Selassie or something on that block. And niggas used to drive all the way from Broward, all the way from North Dade to go get some sack from Little Haiti because that shit was the chocolate, right?
That's right. Shout out to Jim and John, man. Them was my boys, man. Roughneck. That was that spot.
That part, man. I just want to get everybody familiar with the culture. Nobody can tell you or bring you this story like we're going to bring it to you, all right? This real Miami shit, real Miami history, all right? We're talking about weed spots that niggas well known in Little Haiti. Niggas know about them weed spots, all right?
Right.
All right, brother. So now, in prison, you went to prison, right?
Yeah.
There's a brother that goes by the name of Terrence Gangster Williams. That's the brother of Brian Williams and Slim, the owners of Cash Money Records.
Yes,
all right. He spoke about you.
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other legendary people behind that wall that spoke about you. Give us not necessarily approximate, but give us some examples of people that you ran into, people that we know in society that are big in society as in accomplishments.
Well, Willie Falcone, I was incarcerated. Willie Falcone was in the feds too. Ran across Willie Falcone. Man, it's all kind of like Mexican mafia, well-known gangs. I mean, I was locked up with Sonny. Sweet, I'm saying Sonny. Sweet is the brother of Sonny. Them guys there, they were well-known dudes from off 15th Avenue back in the days when that thing was rocking. I mean,
and we spoke about that gentleman named Sonny too. I think he was able to correlate some stories
I
and
was
shit.
locked up with Sweet, but I know both of them brothers. Both of them brothers doing very good, positive things right now. They got a non-for-profit organization called the Circle of Brotherhoods that's real strong. They're cultivating brothers that's coming out of prison.
Oh man, Uncle Diddy Bo, a friend of mine's pops is a part of that group, man.
Yes.
The brothers,
The Circle of Brotherhood, Yes, sir. So guys like that, man. But in the feds, when you in the feds, man, you locked up with bad boys from all over the world. You know what I mean? The feds, they book any and everything, so it was a lot of guys like from Chicago, guys from like I was in with like Craig Pettis, they some guys out of Memphis, Tennessee that had very big case, and I was in there with their co-defendants. I mean, it was a lot of guys, man.
What about Meech? You ran into Meech?
No, I didn't run into Meech in the joint. I did not run into Meech. I really just heard about a lot of spots that he had been in, but I never ran into him in the joint.
All right, so but you familiar with Terrence, right? You guys actually had the chance to kick it.
Yeah, me and Terrence was actually in the same unit, not just in the same jail. We was in the same unit, meaning like the same cell. And he slept upstairs from me. Pretty cool, real dude, solid dude. Charismatic, man, respectful. And man, we bidded that thing like men. You know what I mean? He was on man time, I was on man time. It was no flaws, in that I seen, in him doing time, vice versa. So that's why we was always able to, when we had a little time to like have a little, little small talk, we would have a little small talk and we'll go about our day. But yeah, definitely, man, solid dude though.
So you, like I said, you've recognized, I'm just giving people the background, let people know that niggas know you, all right?
For sure.
Also, with that being said, did you have any inclination about how Terrence Gangsta Williams was coming home? Like with the so-called telling, informing on people that are actually deceased?
No, I didn't know nothing about that. Actually, I got into a big brawl before I could see Terrence depart from prison, because what happened was where I was with Terrence, man, I messed around and put my co-defendant on the compound, right? And
Hold on, I can't hear you. For some reason, I think I can't hear you because your phone was ringing, so it probably cut off the. For some reason, I can't hear you clear. Yeah.
My bad, my G. That's my phone.
Yeah. So what it did, it messed up the audio. The audio is low now, so I can hear you, but you're real low. Go ahead and talk.
Let me try to get
you clear. You clear now. You clear. You clear. You clear.
Right.
I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, Gangsta Williams. We back to Gangsta. No, we was talking about Gangsta Williams. You said that you got into a big brawl before he got released.
Right. So before he got released, they bought my co-defendant, which was the guy that told on me on my case. See, I got ratted on too on my case. I caught my case out of Alabama. I was getting money in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama.
That part.
You go through there, you ask about Haitian Jack. That was my alias. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
I Haitian Jack. They gonna say, yeah, he owned this spot right here. You feel me? So anyway, the same guy that actually told on me, he was back on a probation violation. And what happened was, see, that's how the Fed slips sometimes. They didn't know that he was a separatist on my case because he came back on a violation. So they put him on the compound and I had to go see that boy. So, you know what I mean? I got it on, did what I had to do and got transferred to another spot. You know what I mean? So I didn't never get to see Gangsta Williams get released. So I didn't know about the snitching part, about the snitching on dead people. I heard about it actually while I was free,
So with that being said, you said you was on the yard, and the nigga that ratted on you, the dude that ratted on you was on the same compound, same yard as you?
Right. They bought him there. That's how.
So was that deliberate? Because I thought they weren't supposed to do that.
Right. So what I was telling you, that's what I was just telling you. So the yard that I was on, right, at the time is called Yazoo, Mississippi. Right. I was there for like 6 years. You know what I mean? That yard was kind of good, you know what I'm saying, for being in prison, because they had a lot of hustlers on the yard. So I kind of got comfortable on that yard. So I ended up on that yard for 6 years. Now, on my 6th year, the guy that actually popped me, the guy that started my case, not the one that popped me, because there's 2 guys involved in my case. One started my case, the other one popped me. But the one that started my case, he actually, and this is 12 years after I had been down. You know what I mean? So they bring him back to prison on a prison violation. And that's the loophole the feds got, because when he came back on a violation, it is considered a new charge. So in that he had a new charge, it didn't show that he had no separatees, no co-defendants, no nothing, because he's back on violation. And man, see, that's one of the dangerous parts about being incarcerated and having enemies, because you can end up on the same yard with your enemies. So when he popped up on that yard, it was so crazy that a couple of his homeboys was cool with me, because we had been in that yard for like 6 years. So when he comes on the compound, they like, hey, bro, one of his guys fucked with me hard. He was like, hey, bro, you know who's on the yard? I was like, who? He was like, man, I kept on the yard. He was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at my homeboys, because I already know the situation. We've been on this yard 6 years together, and you been talking about this dude. Now he's on the yard. I'm gonna let the guys know that dude got to blow the spot. Now, it was some politicking that went on, right? And dudes didn't want the guy to get ran up top. So they was basically telling him like, hey, man, Junk trying to see you, bro. If you ain't going to leave, that man trying to see you. He said you told on his case. So put it like this. They forced him to go. I handled my business. Got transferred. That was the end of that.
That part.
I never got to see Gangsta Williams release.
That part. Belt to ass. All right. So now, fast forward now. We done got through the how Zopound started. All right, we got to your prison
right.
Your prison time that you spent.
Not to cut you off, but another thing I wanted to clarify too there is that was on my second beef. The one with Gangsta Williams, that's not the 93 through 97 beef, because you understand I got out in 97, stayed out 5 years from 97 to 2002, which is Zopound's prominence. That's the emerging of Zopound when Junky Junk got out that joint. So that little 5 years from 97 to 2002 is when you're gonna hear everything that you heard about Zopound, the music group. I was there.
You was there throughout that legendary time when shit got popping. You was there, to be clear.
Because because from 93 to 97, remember, Zopound started in 1995. Even though I got locked up in 93, it was no Zopound yet. They started it while I was locked up in 95, right? In 96, my homeboys catch boat lit cases, right? They went on the docks, Macazo them, they got caught. It was on the news, it's verified. They did their time for it. So it's nothing we just talking about that can come back and hunt us. They did their time for it. So in 96, they got locked up and they didn't get out till 97 after Junk had been out. So now you can understand, even though they had started Zopound, they only had a year before they can do anything. And we was just coming off the ground. So Zopound wasn't really making no musical noise. They were still making noise from the street creds. You know what I'm saying? So now I get out in 97, everybody is locked up except Junky Junk. So Junky Junk kind of played a significant role in the emergence of the music group as well. Not the only one, but played a role.
That part. I like the way you clarify that too. So basically you met Terrence Gangsta Williams prior to that.
No,
this is prior to the actual come up of Zopound at 97. You met him, you met him after you got locked up. Okay.
Yeah. So Terrence Gangsta Williams meetup is when I caught my case in 2002.
Okay.
That's the recent case that I just got out on in 17.
Okay, so we got that. Let's go. Okay, so I'm just getting the timeline of things, man. I want everything situated. I want to know the timeline of things in chronological order. Now, fast forward now. All right, so we got through the prison. You're released from prison. Zopound starts doing their thing. Now, this is the question. This is the big part of the interview that everybody wants to know. All right, when did you actually get introduced to Ali Zoe Adams?
So on the first bid, once again, on the first bid, when I get out in 1997, okay? I get out in 1997. Everybody is locked up, right? Now, who else is locked up with the homies? Ali, Ho Adams, big homie, Pierre, right? Pierre caught a case with my homeboy Thump and Nick. Nick has an interview that he did from Santo Domingo. He's one of the guys, if you look on YouTube, you'll see Zopound Nick. He did an interview, you know what I'm saying, already pertaining to this Ali Ho Adams madness, right? So I get out in 1997. Thump, Nick, and Pierre caught a case in Pensacola. Them boys was trapping in Pensacola. Well, they was slanging in Pensacola. You know what I mean? That's where they caught their case. So when I get out is when I meet Ali. In 1997 is when I met Ali. I met him through the homies. Now, the homies had to explain to me that Ali, because I didn't know Ali. You know what I'm saying? I learned Ali in 1997. He came in the picture in 1997 because his big homie, Pierre, caught a case with my homies. And that's the only reason why he was coming around. Now, I know I told you about Big Chubb and Pierre in the county. I think we had that conversation.
We spoke about that. Ali spoke about that too, about speaking about Chubb. He said to mention, because I tried to get you and Ali on the phone, actually, right? I had you on the line speaking to you, and Ali was on the other line. I wasn't successful, but that's my goal. I want to actually get you guys to talk, but I think you guys got to talk behind closed doors before from the public.
That'll never happen because he know who he is, and he know he can't face the truth. You see, he can't face the truth, so he gonna keep running from it. Man, I'm willing to sit down anywhere on any platform, you know what I'm saying, and to contest him, because he know he ain't the truth. So he gonna keep ducking and dodging. He don't want to see Junk. He watching us right now, and he do not want to see Junk because he know Junk want to really see him. But if it's to just get this thing out the way, to get the truth out, I will face him. But for us to be friends, never, ever, we won't be friends. You cross the mob, you can say. You know what I'm saying? It'll never be no friendship behind the disastrous BS that he created. And he's still carrying on, faking to the public like you that. You know what I'm saying? Your homeboy introduced you to us. Pierre the real one. He's still out here right now, solid. Anybody from Carol City vouch for Pierre. He the real one. And he's still out here now, straight soldier player. I'm talking about even to the point when he caught his case, the judge gave him a life sentence, man. That man stood up in court and told the judge, he gave him the middle finger and told the judge, only God can judge me. And man, it manifested 20 years later. They changed the draconian crack laws, and he is out here. He ain't rat. He ain't do none of that. Solid dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's Ali's big homie. You feel what I'm saying? They like night and day player when it comes to this real shit. You feel him?
So he threw middle fingers to the judge like Jeezy was talking about mailman, threw middle fingers to the judge.
He did that for real.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, me, Nick, and Thump, which is Pierre Cody Finnis, we all met up in Coleman when I caught my Fed beef, which is the second beef. After the Zopound music thing took a fire, and then we got locked up. Because you got to understand, Junk got out in 1997, stayed out till 2002. From 97 to 2002 is when we was rocking. In 1998, we juiced up the tracks. 1999, we met Cash Money. We met Bushwick Bill. This is when we met everybody. We did the song with Raekwon because we was in Atlanta slinging them things. We met Raekwon up there in Atlanta because they used to have a store in the underground, a Woo store, Woo Wear. They used to sell Woo Wear way back then. We met Raekwon in 99 in the underground in Atlanta. And when we spoke, we just pushed up on it because we was doing music. We was like, yo, we respect the Wu because we grew up.
That part, Wu-Tang. I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. Big Wu-Tang. Raekwon, Purple Tape, Ghostface, Respect the Dead, the whole,
everything up. Yeah, we was on that. So when we seen the chef, and you know the chef, he always talking about cooking that, he the chef, you know what I'm saying? So we love the chef as one of the Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying, guys. So when we bumped into him on the underground, bro, he had a source in his hand, bro. He was reading a Source magazine. And the funny part about that Source magazine he was reading. We was talking to him, and we told him who he was. He was like, "Yo, no, this can't be real, son." He was like, "Yo, you guys are in the center of this Source magazine right here, son." And no shit, I think Wyclef was on the cover of that Source magazine back in 1999 or 8. I'm gonna try to pull that up one day. And Little Haiti at that time was they was doing a documentary on Little Haiti, and they named Little Haiti Little Vietnam because it was the murder rate in South Florida was so high, and Little Haiti was responsible for a lot of those murders. So they was like, wow, they had to do a documentary on fucking Little Haiti, and guess who they was naming as one of the top gangs that's doing all the killing and stuff?
Yes.
Pound. So that made the chef say, "What? We got to do this thing." And we did that song, Take That Back to the Cages, with the chef. And bro, you could tell he loved it because he blessed the track. He jumped in and out on that thing like 3 times, bro. You know, normally dudes jump on the track, they gonna do one verse, 16 bars, and that's it. But man, he was just loving it and feeling it. At that time, he had just got that group, the Cream Team. Remember the young
Cream Team? Yeah.
He had the Cream Team with him at that time. And man, he was in that studio, man. Bro, he would spit one verse, and then like when Blind going, he like, man, I gotta go behind him. Then when he hear G Child, bro, he like, man, I got it. Man, he was in it, bro. It was
so you guys inspired him. Y'all inspired him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that. I like those stories too, man. And big shout out to Raekwon, big shout out to Wu-Tang Clan. I like the collaboration with you guys, but to you guys' credit, remember, Raekwon and Ghostface and them, they're into crime families. They into the streets heavy, like the stories of street niggas. So I'm pretty sure they was excited to meet you guys. Just Miami, Zopound, them niggas, they really into those type of stories. They're inquisitive, you know what I mean? They're connoisseurs just gangsterism, all right?
For sure, they're real guys, though. They're just real dudes.
Yeah, that part. So now, so to your recollection, Ali came into the picture in 97.
Yes, he came on the scene. He started coming around because his big homie was locked up with one of our homies, one of the Zopound homies. So like his thing was he had started coming around just to at least keep up with his homeboy. Like he didn't have no, he didn't know like when the dude calling or nothing. So he would come around Little Haiti. He would come around the White House sometime and just inquire like, yo, man, y'all heard anything from Pierre, anything? And most of us, especially me, because you gotta understand, like in 1997, a lot of the boys was locked up. I was out in a couple of the other street homies that's really not known in, in the industry or none of that. They were out. So when he would come through, ain't nobody really knew. So, niggas was like, yo, man, whenever he hollered, whenever one of the boys get out, because you gotta understand, a lot of the homies was locked up still too. So it was like, yo, whenever they get out, we'll holler, just keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Just keep coming through. So that's what he would do all the way up until, Solo, God bless the dead, he had got out. Macazo had got out from that boat lick in 1998. So now when the homies that get out, you know what I'm saying? That really, because remember, Junk was locked up 93 to 97. So them guys had already knew Chip from coming through with Pierre.
So Pierre introduced Ali to Zopound. And you're saying that this was in 97.
This was in 97, but they had met. I met him in 97. They had to met him in 96, 95, whenever Pierre came through with him to meet Chubb from a long time seeing each other from when they was in prison.
So is it possible that he was around Zopound prior to you recalling him being not part of Zopound? Let me not use that term, but prior to him being affiliated with Zopound.
He had done seen the boys before I got out. He was not affiliated, but he had became familiar with them. He knew that.
All right. So it's safe to say he was around. He was around the crew, right? Because he's telling me let me ask you, Junky Junk.
Yeah.
I made a mistake, right? And I make mistakes on this platform all the time. Yeah. All right. So that's why I tell people in the comment section, correct me in the comment section. Right. I'm a street nigga. I'm learning all this shit on my own. I don't have no fact-checking team and research team, moderator, none of that. Right? Yeah. So I'm just doing what I do. So with that being said, I said, I didn't see Ali inside the who are you, what are you gonna do video. But somebody in the comment section said, two people corrected me. Somebody in the comment section said they was there with him in the video. And also Ali himself told me he was there in the video.
So check it out. So the reason why you don't see Ali in the video standing out, because Zoe.Pound, you're going to see the Zoe.Pound. If you look at the video, you're going to see me, you're going to see Matt, you're going to see Solo. You're going to see the main guys that were Zoe.Pound in there. Mm-hmm. Ali was not Zoe.Pound. He was in the video, but he's somewhere in the back in the extras. He got to show you where he at.
And what year did that video come out?
That video came out in 1999.
1999. Okay. All right. All right. So
1999, we did that video and we did the Is It True video. It's two videos we did in 1999. The Is It True video is the one you see on the beach and you see Guru in there from Gangstar. He's in that video. So we did two videos.
So the Who Are You video, that is your first official video for Zoe.Pound, correct?
That was going to be the single. Coming For You was going to be the single.
Okay. All right. Great, man. I love how this interview is going. All right. We're moving at a good pace too. All right. Now, I want to ask you something. To what capacity is your relationship with Ali Zoe Adams? Like entirety, like as in reference to, did he ever help you out in any shape or form, as in resources?
Never, ever. I didn't like I'm saying, when I got out of prison, Ali ain't official dude from Zoe.Pound. He ain't official dude from Saber Palm. He got introduced from his homeboy Pierre. They from Carol City. You know what I'm saying? But Pierre is the one that fuck with the boys. Pierre, you can almost call Pierre a Zoe.Pound dude because he actually caught a case with the boys. You know what I'm saying? He was in the county with Chubb from the very beginning. The same lie Ali tried to make, talking about he was in the county with Chubb. It was Pierre, bro. Pierre was in the county with Chubb. If it wasn't for Pierre, we'd have never met Ali. But when we met Pierre, it ain't like we initiated no dudes just coming in. Like we're not no gang where we initiate you. You got to fight your way in. Zoe.Pound is Zoe.Pound.
I like to clarify that because there's probably a lot of misconception of how people even become a Zoe.Pound member.
Like Zoe.Pound is one click, and see, that's the misnomer that was put out there, and people didn't understand. They thought that this was a Haitian gang, and you can initiate, and you got. Hey, bro, could you imagine, bro, that when I was doing time, I was in prison, bro. I'm gonna just tell you about a situation that happened to me, bro. I was in prison. I was at Yazoo at this time, and man, one of my guys from Chicago pulled up on me. He was like, "Hey, yo, Jump, man, let me holler at you, man." I was like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" He was like, "Man, it's this dude, man. He from around my area, but he a Zoe, man. He a Haitian, man. He's Zoe.Pound." I'm like, there we go again. Because, you know, bro, especially in the feds, it's like, people had it misconstrued that if you was Zoe, you was Zoe.Pound, bro. Mm-hmm. When people start learning about Zoes, they knew Zoe.Pound first. So a lot of times when you say I'm a Zoe, and a lot of guys that I was locked up with that was Zoe would have to string guys like, nah, not Zoe.Pound. I'm a Zoe player. Zoe mean Haitian. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people used to think because you a Zoe, you Zoe.Pound. And a lot of dudes ran with that. A lot of dudes, when they were called Zoe.Pound, they would ride with it because Zoe.Pound carried weight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say some guys used it for protection. You know what I mean? And that's why it's crazy, because a lot of people think that Zoe.Pound was a gang. You could just come. Nah, sir. Zoe.Pound is the official Saber Palm homies. Them boys born and raised together. They one team. Zoe.Pound is not a gang that initiate guys all over the world and we trying to get numbers. No.
All right, so let's make that clear for everybody. For anybody that has any idea of becoming or wants to be a Zoe.Pound member, because I know it looks appealing. You want the prestige. You want the respect, right? It's not a game, and they do not initiate anybody in Zoe.Pound.
Right. So now, do we have affiliates? Yes. Could you consider Ali an affiliate? Meaning, he did have some dealings with Zoe.Pound on a street level. He did deals with Mac. Mac, certain homeboys dealt with him, but that's just how it was. You know how it is in the lobby. If I got a buy guy, see my shit not buy or whatever. If things low, you mess with niggas, you might be like, "Hey, bro, bruh said he needed 1. You know what I'm saying? Boy, we got him over here for 12, and they got him over there for 13. You gonna go with the 12? So you can say we was affiliated like that on the street level because he had done got cool with us through his homeboy Pierre. So now we fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You could come through Lil Haiti and we fuck with you. We don't initiate no dudes. We all born and raised damn near together. So we are who we are, but we affiliated with dudes in Liberty City. We affiliated with dudes in North Miami. We affiliated with dudes over town. We affiliated with dudes at Broward. We affiliated with a lot of dudes. A lot of times when we used to mob out and do shows, guys that we were affiliated with would jump on the stage. We'll have 100 dudes on the stage, but they be over town dudes, towners, because you know, towners, remember Piccolo, they throw the same sign that we throw, the 4 Live, you know, they 4
Towners, 4 Live.
And we throw the 4s up for the Zoe, because you know, on the dice, when you play CeeLo, the 4 is the Haitian, right?
Nigga roll a Zoe.
Nigga so we throw the 4 for the Zoes. You feel what I'm saying? That was
part.
Our symbol too.
That part.
So, and most of the time we did a lot of shows with Piccolo. So, bro, them towners be in the house, they all gonna come on the stage, or we just, yeah, bro. That's how.
Rest in peace, Vito, man. Niggas was out of town with Vito's.
Rest in peace, Vito. And Blind, before Vito Plas, Vito and Blind was like this. They actually, you know, Blind got a paint and body shop down there. Man, y'all, you know, y'all show love, man. Supreme Auto Body, man, Pembroke Road, man. Blind still over there, wide open. Paint and body shop. Him and Vito was collabing because them boys, they was gonna start like, you know what I'm saying? They was in the muscle cars and stuff.
Yeah,
man,
Vito's heavy into them dunks. Man. Heavy into the dunks, man. I met Vito. Heavy into the dunks. And I just want to say rest in peace. Man. Rest in peace to him. Shout out. We was in Pittsburgh throwing a show in the mall, beating on niggas. Yeah. You heard me? And he just sat there by the door watching shit while me and my dog Wani beating on niggas in Pittsburgh in the mall. You heard me? Big shout out to Vito, man. Big shout out to Vito, man. Yeah, that part.
Good dude, man.
That part, man. Big staple in the Miami community. If you guys don't know, Vito, one half member of Piccolo. All right? It's one of the staples, as well as Zopound. When you guys saw about Miami, Zopound, Piccolo, these are the foundation of Miami. All right, just culture, music, period. It starts right there. All right. With that being said, so now we're back on Ali.
Yes.
Would you say Ali broke bread?
Broke bread with who? Hey, bro.
In the sense of, was there any money being made?
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Ali was a bum. I'm gonna tell you this. Ali was a bum. When I was out there, Ali was a bum. He disappeared like about 1998. Nah, because he was in the Coming For You video. He was that shoot. He came through. So by early 1999, I'm gonna say the dude disappeared. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see him. He just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he was a missing fact. It's just that we didn't see him. You know what I mean? He stopped coming through. And then all of a sudden, he pops back up like mid-1999. He comes in Lil Haiti. You know what I mean? I think at that time we was at that time we had done met Cash Money them, because we met Cash Money in Circle House while we was mixing and mastering Most Wanted, that song Most Wanted. And them boys was just coming off their tour. We met them there. So yeah, it was that year, 1999. We had done did the song with them boys. They had done did the video in the hood. Ali comes through. Hey man, what's up, boy? What's up, Zo? Nigga like, damn, boy, Ali, nigga ain't see you in a while, boy. Well, his name was Chip. Damn, Chipsy, boy, nigga ain't see you in a while. I used to call him Chipsy when I saw him. He like, Chipsy, nigga ain't see you in a while. He like, yeah, boy, you already know, boy, nigga. You know, nigga had to get missing, boy. Nigga done came up, you feel me? He was like, yeah, boy, nigga gonna start doing that music shit too, boy. You feel me? He like, yeah, boy, nigga finna do it big. So nigga like, that's what's up. You feel me? You finna get your little label, you know. Then we really gonna, you know what I'm saying, do this thing now, because we already was doing it. Sure as shit stank, he came through. Ain't gonna lie, he had done came up. He went on the lick. Now I'm hearing, I don't know, I'm hearing it was a couple hundred blocks. I'm not no hater. I'm hearing it was a couple hundred blocks.
That's not 1999?
That's 1999, right? So when he comes through, he had an El Camino flamed up with the House of Fire. It was wrapped up.
I think I'm familiar with that El Camino too, because you know them cars stand out, bro.
He had like about three two or three wrapped up vehicles with that House of Fire stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when he come through Lil Haiti, we like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he got that. So now what my sources are telling me is that House of Fire wasn't even his. That was for Rollo, some guys named the Rollo Boys or something. That's what I'm hearing. But he presented himself as House of Fire to us. He came through with that thing flamed up. So I don't know about the Rollo Boys thing. Somebody else can probably, you know what I'm saying, explain it better. But that's what I heard through the grapevine, that House of Fire wasn't even his. You know what I mean? So anyway, he come through with the House of Fire. And now he really can come through because now he's doing music. So anytime we're about to do something, you know what I'm saying, we'll hit the dude up. Like, boy, what's up? You're like, man, what y'all boys about to do? Boy, we about to go on the beach and promote. So if you're gonna promote the House of Fire, you feel what I'm saying? We going out there. And he will pull up. We'll meet right there, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, in Lil Haiti, because you gotta come through Lil Haiti to go to the beach. So we wait for him to come down. He'll come down, because Toro was, now if Toro would have stayed alive, God bless his soul, real soldier too, man. Toro should have been the owner of that label. Toro was a real dude, man. And he was the fire spitter for House of Fire. You know what I'm saying?
Very familiar. Rest in peace, Toro, man.
Yes,
light-skinned, bald-headed nigga. I remember seeing that kid in Coco's and shit like that. No, nigga. I remember seeing him in 183rd Flea Market and all that with the little cross on his forehead, the little shit he had. Nah, man, you know this is my city, bro. You know, Junky. Nobody knows these stories, Junky. Niggas don't know.
I'm telling you.
I know everything. Shout out to rest in peace to Toro.
Yeah. So we'll go. You know what I'm saying? You remember back in the day they used to have, like, you know, Miami. The industry is coming to Miami real late. But the only thing that we had in Miami, as far as all the industry people coming out, is like occasionally, like I think it was Memorial Day, they would have the "How Can I Be Down" when all the artists would be the whole be on the beach, and
Labor Day, Memorial Days, "How Can I Be Down?" That
and
part.
Walk around, you know, that's the time you walk around, you get cars, and that's how you used to politic and network.
That part.
So that's how we would go. We would come through. You feel what I'm saying? We had one van wrapped up with Zoe Pound album on it, and then we had another van wrapped up because Red Eyes already had his album done. Eyes of the Storm was done then. So Red Eyes we had the Eyes of the Storm. We had two vans, you know what I'm saying, wrapped up with the Get Down in it. So that's how we pull up. Zoe Pound, and then Chip will be right behind us with the House of Fire. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like we was showing love to him because it's big homie. We had to represent for Pierre, and Pierre hold it down. He was a real dude. So we gonna rock with Buddy. You know what I'm saying?
So Pierre vouched for him with you guys, and Pierre did he tell you guys to take care of my dog, or was it something, or you guys just naturally, because he's part of Pierre, we just embrace him?
Right, we just naturally embraced him. And then it's so funny, man. Pierre's so real, man. And this is why Ali trying to act mad at him. You can see on the Tippy Toe video, he talking about, yeah, he mistakenly named Pierre, and he said, yeah, fuck, I don't want to name that fuck nigga. You hating because that man real, and Pierre was the one, that's your big homie, and Pierre was the one, when they found out you start telling, he the one let the real ones know, hey, that boy got bad blood, that boy done went bad. He got mad at that because he knew that man was the first one that heard about him telling, and let the real ones know that he went bad in the joint.
So Pierre ushered him in, and also when he got any type of inclination, and this is allegations, because I got paperwork, but I don't see nothing that correlates to that, right? But keep in mind, I don't want to get too much into that because that's paperwork has to be involved with that, and I don't want to be messing around misinformation.
You ain't got to mess around. Yeah, all over the internet.
Yeah, but I got the paper when I peep some shit. You know what I mean? So, but the gentleman Pierre, so he's the same one that brought Ali Adams, Zoe Adams to you guys, but at the same time, he told you guys, yo, I think he might not be legit. Right?
You know why? I'm gonna explain it to you why. Because you remember, Pierre introduced him, Pierre caught the case, Pierre caught a life sentence. So Pierre was in the pen 1, Coleman. Pierre was in there. So when Ali finally went to prison and Pierre found out he was hot, he sent word out. Now, Pierre wasn't out here. He was locked up and sent word out. Hey, whenever Chip, because he had a life sentence, he didn't know he was going to get out. God blessed him. and they changed the draconian drug guidelines and peer out. And it goes back to when he told the judge, only God can judge me, boy. And he got out 20 years later, bro, solid. But while he was in there, he met Ali in there. And he sent the word out, hey, y'all look out. Because, you know, niggas like me had an out date. So he was like, hey, buddy hot. So whenever he do get out, because I know his ass going to get time cuts and all, he hot. Sent the paperwork and everything out. So now he waited all the way till he got out. Now on the interviews, he's expressing himself. But it goes without being said, bro. Listen, man, we already know where to go find it. You know, if, you know, failure to investigate, forfeit your right to speak. If people don't want to do the investigation, if they so infatuated with the theatrics, he's a great actor. If they're infatuated with the theatrics and the lies that he constantly tells, so be it. If you want to find out if he's hot, because I keep seeing in these darn comments, oh, ain't no paperwork. Man, the paperwork all over the net. Come on,
there's some paperwork that the video got, my shit got striked for showing paperwork
you gave him. Now, I'm going to tell you something about that paperwork you gave him because I investigated that paperwork.
He gave me that paperwork.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. He gave you that paperwork. That paperwork is fixed. You had dudes in the joint that would do the same thing. You had dudes that wanted to still be real dudes and they done told, and they'll have people prepare the paperwork for them so they could present it. But a dude like me that done been in the joint and done read all type of paperwork already understand how the system, how the paperwork have to be lined up. Like when it's government paperwork, now look at official government paperwork. You'll never see a run-on sentence going this way and then under it, the sentence going that way. They will all be lined up straight. That's how you could tell fake paperwork and how it's numbered. You can see the ink on that paperwork. You can see how the ink, you can see how the lines kind of crooked in the paperwork. It's false paperwork. It's made up paperwork. The feds don't even outline the property and all that stuff. They don't outline that in the forfeiture and counts. It's not like that on the paperwork. He gave you that paperwork because somebody made it for him and he's trying to prove to the world that he's not hot. Player, you hot as fish grease.
So you saying Ali gave L.O.T.S approved media fake doctored paperwork?
Yes, sir. That paperwork where he say that's the reason why I'm broke. That ain't the reason why you broke. The reason why he broke because he's a joke. All that stuff that he was talking about, that's his property, them 144. Why the paperwork only say 12 pieces of property? But you told people on your interviews you had 140 something pieces of property. So why it narrowed down to just those 12s that ain't even on your name? We can't validate that because we can't see where they linked you to that to say that the shit that was on them girls' names or whoever names was on that.
Okay, so let's stop right there because we're gonna go more into that part. Because obviously, you know, I've been speaking to Ali periodically. He called me a lot yesterday, and I spoke to you obviously yesterday. There's some questions he wanted me to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, right?
Ask me.
No, definitely, and I love that you're eager to answer them questions, man. You solid, brother.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, right?
Yeah.
We all know Macazo.
Yes, sir.
Macazo's the most. He has the most notoriety in Zoe Pound of all the members. Can we agree?
I mean, of course.
When I mean, like, you know, like people know a lot about him. His name rings. I'm not to say it's not somebody's more important than the other. You know, we real street niggas. You know, we ain't doing that shit.
I understand, brother.
Yeah, I'm just saying his notoriety.
Yes, he is, and he's solid. Right? And he's solid.
Okay, so with that being said, because you know him very well, that's your brother. That's your brother. Okay.
Brother.
Now, Ali, he said something about Macazo.
Yes, sir.
Right? Before I even said what he said, we all know Macazo he's legendary. He's an urban legend in the streets. I'm from the streets still, but I'm not going to take that from him, bro.
That's right.
That's the perception, how people perceive him. Let it be.
That's right.
And I do see him as a big, because he has some accomplishments out here. He's from a legendary group out here. That man has been through his struggles. A lot of people know him. Yeah, he deserves that.
He's been doing this shit since he was 10 years old, for real.
Documented. With that being said, Ali referred to Macazo as a runner. Now, you know a runner. You know in the streets when we say a nigga's a runner, that's like saying you're not the boss. You the nigga I just toss some shit to and tell you. It's right. Like You know what I mean? Like
And then,
you're a torpedo in the sense I just tell you go on a mission.
right.
Right? And he didn't resort to not necessarily like a goon. So let me not say he reduced him to that. But when he called him a runner, basically saying, "Dog, I give you it and you go work it off." Right? Is that safe to say?
No, sir.
No, I'm saying the way he tried to say it, is that safe to say he tried to put it like that?
Yeah, he tried to put it like that. Yeah, exactly. He tried to make him like he was his dude boy or something. He had him getting money.
It did come off like that, to be honest with you. It did.
Right. And then he's talking about, that's why you know he don't know us. Macazo never hustled in Mississippi. You say you sent the man to Mississippi, player we got down in Alabama, and it's verified. And it's verified. The whole Mobile, Alabama, Pritchard, you go through that town and ask about the Zopound, they're going to tell you, we know them guys by face. So he never went out of town with us. You never went out. How Mac was running from you and you weren't part of the clique. Mac got locked up in 1997. You weren't on that lick. So apparently you didn't do nothing with him. Now, when he got out in 1998 and we was going up the road from 1998 all the way up into 2002 when he got locked up, you never was out of town with me because I was out of town with Macazo. We went different places. We had our own thing, but we used to go out of town together. Chip, you was never a part of what we had going on ever. So how Mac become your runner? Now, my sources, my homies, I'm going to tell you what's going on now. My homies let me know and understand, Jump, when you got locked up in 2002, that little 7-8 months that Mac had right after you left, because right after you left in 2002 was the domino effect. Soon as you left, Mac got locked up 7 to 8 months. I think Mac got locked up October or November of 2002 because he got found guilty in 2003. He said right about that time when you left, Junk, it looked like all Zopound luck just went shot because it was a period of time where I ain't gonna say Mac was doing bad, but shit was looking kind of crazy. And guess who was right on the side of him looking crazy? Ali Ho Adams. And I got a homie.
I was gonna say Zoe Adams. You said Ho Adams.
Ho Adams. He's a Haitian of embarrassment. That's the Ho is an acronym. It means Haitian of embarrassment. You make Zoes look bad, player. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know he do too much. You act like you about, you know what I'm saying, bringing everybody together, but you creating dissension. Look what you do on Cam Capone. You talk shit about Tippy Toe. You talk shit about the Pound. You talk shit about Rick Ross. You talk shit about Trick. So how you want to see the crib come together and get money if you hating on everybody? You got beef with everybody. Ain't nobody vouching for you and fucking with you. And then it's so sad. Let me tell you how someone he is. Someone. He's so someone that he talk all that garbage about Tippy Toe. Then when he ran out of platforms to go on, when none of them big dogs wanted to mess with him because Junk started blasting them and they started doing their research, he had to go back to Tippy Toe because he was threatening. You remember Tippy Toe got an episode where he was like, "Damn, man, you know what? I'm trying to keep it business.
Shout out to Tippy Toe. Shout out to Tippy Toe did say that. He said that, well, you should see the messages Ali left me.
Gangsta Williams was on there.
Yeah, he did say that.
Was breaking it down like, you know, he just got out. He don't know how this stuff go. If he really wanted a bag, I would have got him a bag, but he don't know how the business goes. So he getting out here thinking he gonna spook people with that fake ass. He don't even speak like that. You don't know what you told me. He's doing all this. Man, that ain't how you, bro. Everybody know you, bro. On the streets, you wasn't like that, bro. You talking about, the mic is on my runner. Hit my runner. All them. Hey, bro. You soft as cornbread,
So
bro.
you making me laugh though. I ain't laughing at Ali, but you making me laugh, bro.
He's theatrical, bro. He ain't like, you don't talk like that. You don't move like that. Don't nobody who know you from the lobby know you for having you got a soft voice, bro. You talk soft, bro. Hey, what's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? Look at him on that video when he was in the hood, all in Red Eye video at that time. He was coming around the hood snooping in. Everybody was going. Red Eye was doing his own little interview, and he was right there in the hood. And when Red Eye shot him out, hey, my nigga Zoe back there. You feel what I'm saying?
So listen. So when you said, I just want to get this clear, and I didn't want to leave from that point before we push forward because there's much more I want to get to, bro. Okay, so you said when you got locked up, what, 2002?
Right.
2002, you saying there was a 7 to 8 month period. I'm making mental notes now. I'm
Right.
compartmentalizing. You
Right.
said there was a 7 to 8 month period. So what are you saying, that Ali was helping out Mac, or what was going on?
So when I got locked up, right, Mac get locked up 7 months later, what I was saying, right?
Mhm.
But during them little 7 months before Mac got locked up, Ali was still coming around, right? He was still doing his House of Fire. He was not known as Zoe. They still knew him as Chip. You know what I'm saying? He got that name Zoe after Mac. And anybody you go and ask who was out here, they'll vouch for it. That man name was not Zoe. He did that purposely so people could start. He was starting to bait it up so people could start recognizing him as Zoe, because he was on the way to start stealing. So anyway, I get locked up in March. Ali is still coming around with the House of Fire. He's still House of Fire, but he was doing bad at the time as well. So what I'm saying is, this is the time where people might have seen him even in a car with Macazo. Because guess what? I'm not going to talk about their business, but they did some things together.
Okay.
Now, what I can tell you is they never really did it big when they was doing it. Because the person that I know, my homeboy, that was copping all the stuff that they was,
Well, to be honest with you, I don't even want to go deep into it, because I want to see that kid hit the streets. You feel me? We street niggas. We ain't trying to fuck nobody up. So I got your back. Yeah, but I just want to know what capacity was something going on. You kind of gave me the inclination. You gave me enough there. All right, we don't fuck whoever trying to figure out the rest.
Right.
Now, with that being said, right, when you heard about Ali, where were you at in that time, and how did you feel when you heard about the Ali running up on Lil Wayne, relieving him of his chain? The Luther Campbell situation, the Dr. Dre shooting up the event.
Hey, bro.
When you hear about these things, right? Because keep in mind, he's known as a member of affiliate of Zopound, so it kind of like it falls on you guys. It falls on your reputation, right?
Yeah, that's why I got out here on this jack.
So where was you at that time with the Lil Wayne, and how did that make you feel at that time?
Yeah, bro. When I heard about it, I was in the joint. You know what I mean? I was in the joint when I heard about it. And when I heard who did it, because when I heard about it, I heard about Ali and what he was trying to do. Bro, I cringed, bro. I just wanted to go like in the corner and ball up. Cause I'm like, dog, we got a relationship with them dudes, dog. We cool with them dudes. So how they saying Zopound beefing with Lil Wayne and they burn his Phantom? And then when I called home is when I found out what was going on. This dude had ran a scam and playing games like that. You know what I mean? But bro, that shit was not cool.
Now let me ask you something. He did that. Obviously, it was unbeknownst to you, right? And I don't know who else would have known in the Zopound members, amongst the members, who would have been had an inclination of something that took place, right? But my thing is, what did people have to? If you made a move on behalf of Zopound, did you have to ask Zopound first, like a Red Eyes or Macazo or you or Blind or G Child? If you was to do something like that, would that be something that you guys would discuss amongst each other? Like, what is the chain of command, or is there a chain of command?
No, ain't no chain of command.
Okay.
If that was us, we all would have been on it. You feel me? Because if it was gonna be if it was an issue, it would have been like the boys would have came together, like, hey, bro, such and such happened, bro. And then as a whole, majority rule, we rolling out.
That part. Now, the Suge Knight situation. Where were you at when you heard about Ali shooting Suge Knight in the club? Where was you at, and how did that make you feel? Same question again.
I was in the joint, and it was just terrible. The funny part about it, when I heard about that, I understood what was taking place, because I know who was really the man. So I was like, man, this dude, yo, what the hell? This dude flogging. I already knew. I said, yo, it's just like how he using the pound name. Yo, this dude going on one now. Everybody really already knew who did that for real, bro.
Did you speak with Gangsta Williams, or were you locked up with Gangsta Williams around that time when the Lil Wayne and Ali incident took place?
No.
Okay, so did Gangsta Williams ever have a conversation with you about that?
Nah.
All right. So now, also, where were you at with the Luke situation? With the Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg in Miami? To my knowledge, they was performing down here.
Now, this is
correct me if I'm wrong.
This is where people gotta be critical thinkers at, bro. This is where you gotta be a critical thinker. Now, whenever the Luke and the West Coast beef was going on, bro, what year were we in? When Snoop just hit the scene, deep cover. That's 1992, brother.
Yeah, I'm about to say 93. I'm about to say 90. That's like 92, 93, yeah.
What did I say about us in 1992, 93? We were still Saber Palm boys. There was no Zoe Pound. We was Jets, bro. We were 15 and 16 years old, wilding out on the street.
So this is prior to you guys even being introduced to Ali Zoe Adams.
Excuse me?
This is prior to y'all being introduced to Ali. That took place. So you saying 93, so it took place before he even met Zoe Pound.
Yeah, I'm talking about that incident when Luke them took place before he even met Zoe Pound, and Ali younger than me. So if I was 14, 15 in them years, you had to be a baby. You still was with Booby with that line ass story talking about 9 years old. You stepped out. You still was over there then. If I was 14, 15, you had to be like 10, 11. So how did that story come about, bro? You didn't even have, you were still pissing in your clothes, player. So how do you end up in a situation where you was checking Luke or whatever he said he did, and we had something to do with that, bro? We was Jits. We was listening to Snoop Dogg them back. We was admiring them guys. Then we was kids.
That part.
Come on.
Doggy Style. The Chronic album.
The capping, man.
Fire albums. All right. So now, I love it, dog. Now listen, let me see. You know, I got my questions, and this we're gonna be about to sum it up. There's like 2 big questions I want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me see here. All right. This is what I want to ask you. How do you feel about people in the industry that are, how you say, confirming Ali Zoe Adams, his persona, the things that he did for people? And I'm going to name some names. Like the people like, how you say, making of the band, Freddy P. He said that he said some great words about Ali and what Ali did for him. And this is what Ali asked me to ask you. Okay, This is an Ali specific question.
Right.
He said, what do you think about the people that are actually saying, because Ali did some things out here. Let's be clear.
Right.
Some things that he did out here that people are confirming.
Right.
Beyond what you guys are saying.
Right.
People are confirming.
Right.
Now, you have Freddy P, who came out and had some great things to say about Ali.
Right.
Also, you had Piccolo. I forgot. I don't know his name was Corey. I think his true street name. Let me not say the man's name, but you already know. Piccolo, the remaining member.
Right. I heard him.
Desloc.
But
what did he say? Desloc said he said some things, but we're gonna go into it. I just want to name the 3 people. But Desloc definitely said the stories is true, but he kind of took your guys' side on things when it came to the original members.
I know what he said verbatim.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that, and you can repeat it. I just want to get these 3. You got the floor.
All right.
So that one. So you got Freddy P, you got Desloc, and also Jim Jones. All right, and I want you to tell me about when Lil Wayne said that me and Zoe got our shit together. I'm paraphrasing, but he gave a shout out to Zoe on that song.
Right.
So just let me know. How do you feel about Freddy P? How do you feel about Desloc? How do you feel about Jim Jones and these people speaking on behalf of Ali?
Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna talk about Freddy P. Right now. This is what I know about what was going on. First, and man, listen, man, big shout out to Jimmy Henchman, man. Free Jimmy Henchman. Man, the brother is a solid brother. He's a real brother. Man, I spoke to the brother. I'm connected to the brother right
Jimmy
now.
Henchman before. I've shook in Jimmy Henchman's hand. Nigga listen to niggas' music. Yeah. That
right
part. They
now.
call it the East Coast Suge Knight,
Right.
for those who don't know. All right?
Exactly.
Haitian.
So with that being said, now Ali, whenever he convinced certain people that he could possibly be Zopound, because remember, this stuff started when Mac finally got locked up and this man knew that everybody was gone. Yo, him and the dude Tifwe that he always talking about, that's in Haiti right now, catching hell. And he probably want to do an interview. I'm working on that. But anyway, him and Tifwe, they were going to Miami Beach, passing out flyers saying that they were Zopound security, brother. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they first start mingling on the beach with some, because remember, you had to go to the beach. When it's an event, you got to go to the beach to see the people. Meanwhile, nobody is out at the time. Mac, Junk, everybody in the music scene for Zopound is gone. He started coming through the neighborhoods because dudes was familiar with his space, seeing him. Man, we done seen him with Mac. We done seen him with Junk. You know what I'm saying? We done seen him around them boys. He that House of Fire dude. So now, when everybody get locked up, he's coming around now. They already start going on the beach because he devised the plan already. Like, man, everybody I'm trying to get in with, they keep talking about this Zopound, and he knew he was running pound, so he like, perfect time. I'm finna do this shit. Bro, they started off going to the beach. He started coming through with certain guys because at that time, Jimmy Henchman, he bumped into Jimmy Henchman on the beach. And since he was persuasive enough to convince Jimmy Henchman that he wanted the boys, Jimmy Henchman took a shot at it, right? And start introducing him to some stuff, right? And this is what I'm getting from the brother. This is why the brother, you know, sincerely, he spoke to me and he told me in so many words, man,
So let's be clear. Hold that thought, because I do interrupt once in a blue, but I want to put emphasis. So hold that thought. Yeah. So you're on the phone. You currently be speaking to Jimmy Henchman.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and continue from there.
Yes, sir. Of course, Jimmy Henchman ain't messing with him. Ain't nobody in the industry messing with him. Period. Because now they're aware of the damage he caused, and bro, you ain't even one of them boys. But anyway, that's how he got. Because, you know, Jimmy Henchman, you know, he came, you know, the brother, man, he a real, I saying Zopound was making the noise. So Jimmy Henchman came through looking for the real pound because he was going to bless our game. You know what I mean? That's who he came for. But boom, lo and behold, here's Ali on the beach screaming this ZP stuff. Jimmy Henchman took him in. Okay, you sound like you, bro, you are taking, you remember, he's a memorizer, bro. He got a memory like an elephant and he'll convince you. So Jimmy was like, okay, I could see that you moved around. You one of the boys then. So Jimmy Henchman introduced him to some people. And when Jimmy Henchman did that, the guy that he is, since he just a wannabe, he suffered from identity crisis, bro, he always wanted that. He never had. One thing he knew Zopound was with Cash Money Boy was celebs every day. If it wasn't Cash Money, it was.
Man, y'all was solidified, bro. Listen, you telling the story, but tell it from somebody who's watching me. I'm watching y'all.
Yeah.
And it's bigger from my eyes, you know.
Right.
From y'all eyes, it's kind of like it's an everyday thing. No, y'all niggas names, y'all niggas brought the attention to Miami. Y'all niggas made Miami get respect. Y'all niggas was the reason why niggas Cash Money felt comfortable in Miami. Yes. All right. Yes. You guys was part of people.
And I don't know, oh, they were scary dudes and they felt so bad. It's just real to real. They
gangsters, like, it's not about being scary, it's about gangsters. You a gangster, right? You going to another city. You don't, how you gonna function in another city being a gangster? You don't want to get played. So guess what? You linked up with some other gangsters. That's what happens. So some people on West Coast, they call it checking in, but they didn't have to check in with y'all. Y'all had a, you know what I mean? It's the chemistry was there.
Like I said, the Freddy P situation. Okay, I can't really speak up for P. Diddy and what the situation was. You saying you got Freddy P out of his deal. Is that true? We got to hear from Puffy. Because from what I understand, Freddy P. them was about P. Diddy was about to let them go. Did Freddy P. have a deal? Did he have a deal where he was getting paid and got fucked out of the deal and Chip came through and got him out of a fucked up contract and gave him a new contract? What did you really do for Freddy P? Because Freddy P ain't sell nothing. What did he do? He got a fan base? Did he sell
Apparently, what
500,000?
Freddie P saying that he got him released out of the contract. So I guess there was something he was.
Man, P.
Diddy
Diddy
was
was
holding on
already
to him.
ready to get rid of Freddie P. Freddie P. got a drug problem, man. He's still in the city right now doing what he do. He got a drug problem. That's why he couldn't make it in the industry. So how you gonna save a reject player? And I ain't just being disrespectful, but the man got a drug problem. That's the reason why Puffy didn't want to do nothing with him. So how you get him out of situation? You save Puffy. Thank you. Take him if you did. So
Shout out to Freddie P, man. I know his man's pressure.
So what I'm saying is, what is Ali accomplishments? Who can really say that they banked today?
So so we spoke about Freddie P. What about because remember Freddie P spoke what you asking for? They spoke on it. He said that from his mouth that Freddie P helped them out. What about Piccolo Desloc? What
Desloc said was this. First and foremost, we're gonna clear that. That's a fake ass shit. He's Zoe Pound. He's not Zoe Pound. Now, 80% of the stuff that he did, 80% of that stuff that they talking about him, he probably did. But guess what? I'm gonna tell you like this.
Okay, we getting somewhere.
Desloc cannot vouch for that 80%. He threw a number out there, but you can't vouch for it, bro. That's why I say failure to investigate, forfeit your right to speak. You can't think nothing. You got to put a name on it. When I say something, I'm gonna put a name on it. There go the dude he helped right there. He gave that boy 3 bricks. That boy gonna tell you, boy, he gave me 3 bricks. Boy, I came up. Boy, I'll lead a real one, boy. That boy helped me come up, bro. Real talk. Who's saying what? All I'm hearing is people just on the nuts talking about, yeah, he looked out for everybody. Bro, you ain't looked out for nobody in Little Haiti. And you talking about, see, I need Little Haiti. Because Little Haiti. Man, Little Haiti don't know you, player. You ain't do nothing for nobody.
Man, Junky, I ain't gonna sit there and keep laughing. Junky, I'm gonna chill, man. I'm not gonna laugh, dog.
I'm just saying,
I'm gonna keep my face straight from now on, bro.
You know, let's be real. Like, a lot of people, they like to follow the narrative, bro. The dude is a pretty good actor. He had a good story. Sounded like it was real good coming out. He got the theatrics behind it. But he currently telling you in the paperwork, he a broke dude. So why you talking all this big money talk? You was, bro, 800 bricks every 2 days. 800 bricks.
Hey, let me tell you something. We're gonna go into it. So how you feel about Jim Jones and everything? So you spoke about that. We spoke about Freddie P, Desloc. What about Jim Jones?
Well, Jim Jones. Let's talk about Jim Jones. Only thing Jim Jones said about the guy is he's the first person that he saw that'll take bread, $5,000 at a time, and throw it in the air in the club. Yeah, that's I mean, a trick like him, he probably would do that. Now, that's stupid as hell anyway. But maybe he did throw money in the air. Maybe Jim Jones over-exaggerated by $5 grand. Because come on, player, we go to strip clubs, bro. Before we throw 5 bands like that for real, 2, 3 of them dimes coming with us, dog. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, you know what I'm saying? So the man, and then Jim Jones, you got to understand, Jim Jones was saying that's the first person he saw do that. Now, how long Miami, the home of the strip clubs, we know, man, we ballers from the street.
Well, that's why we explaining this shit. That's why
did that.
We are the perfect ones. I'm the perfect. We talking about killing. Talking about the office.
You know the big homies.
Come on, bro.
Now,
Full pockets full.
Back in the days, like, you know what I'm saying, the kid, the T-test, the kid, that they took the young niggas to the strip club. Young nigga, let me show you how these hoes. Let me show you how the strip club shit. We young in the strip club to get lap dances, niggas throwing money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I want you to explain. I want you to explain to the people. I want you to explain, because you said you were sitting on the M, right? You said you were sitting on the M. So explain to these people, Zoe, explain to the people the climate of Miami, because Ali had a lot of bread, but there was a lot of bread around.
A lot of niggas had a lot of bread.
On M's. There was a lot of millionaires at the time.
Man, you know, bro, and 15th Avenue is shut down. You know, in Miami, it was corner hustlers. Nickel and dime hustlers making millions of dollars off nickels and dimes. That's why the feds had to shut 15th Avenue down. You had local dudes making $1 million out of traps. Why you think all them killings was going down about them traps in Miami? That's what the killings be about, that bread, about them traps that's jumping. You got natural millionaires walking around every day, bro, in the hood with cut off jeans and in they brooms or something coming through. Them boys got 1.2. One nigga got 3.5 mil. Ain't nothing. Miami like that. Man, we the home of the dope. We got the dock. The dock was wide open, kid.
Zo Mummy, niggas don't know about millionaires hopping out of Honda Civics. Multi-millionaires, Haitians hopping out of Honda Civics. You don't know who got it. Mummy got it. You don't know who got it.
Right. Remember, Tippy Toe was asking me about my old boy, because my old boy, my dad, God bless his soul, my old boy had caught a brick charge back in the 80s. You feel what I'm saying? And I was just trying to tell Tippy Toe, bro, don't get them souls twisted, boy. You know the real Amates in Little Haiti. Boy, you would have never knew that was Amates the way them, you know, them souls, they're gonna have the hard bottom shoes. You know, they don't give a damn about being ashy, tout pied ashy with man. Boy,
with the maid and the maid. You'll never know what a Zoe is holding. Maybe the new generation, the new generations us Haitians will wear our wealth. You'll see it on us. Back then, you didn't know. The motherfucker, mommy wearing a mouchoir, mommy motherfucking sitting on all types of shit.
You already know.
Sitting on all types of shit.
Come on, dog.
Niggas got batimans and all types of shit.
Come on, dog.
They have no understanding of that. So I just want to get these people to understand. There's no other podcaster that could give it to them like this. That's why I needed you to come on here to get this clear for everybody else, so we all could be on a level playing field of what actually the culture of Miami is.
Right. Just imagine we ain't got to go into it, but just imagine the lick days when dudes was going on the batimans overnight, millionaire. I know a couple of my deportee homeboys that hit for 800-900 blocks.
Man, my niggas sitting on all types of my niggas sitting on half an M, a couple of M's, like anything from coke to heroin.
Dog,
and we ain't, you know what I mean? Just being vague. I'm not even naming names.
Right, and then negs like us, we was going under y'all, so we do blend. Come on, player. Man, nigga, it wasn't nothing. We ain't even got to talk about that, right?
Okay, so now, stop right there. Now, we're going to talk about the Ali paperwork. All right, so.
Yes.
Well, before we even do that, how do you feel about people? Okay, so just to finish about the people that are speaking on behalf. Because in the comment section, I'm going to be quite honest with you, Junk.
Give me some papers, though. Yeah.
I'm going to say 70% of the people in the comment section, they're speaking on behalf of Ali.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be quite honest with you. People really love his story.
Yeah.
Right? And for some reason, they have some type of compassion for him.
Right.
I don't know if it's natural. I don't know what it is, but the kid has an aura.
Right.
He doesn't try. He has, you know? So with that being said, how do you feel about the public's perception of Ali versus how you guys perceive him?
Well, hey, the public gonna think you can't change people's minds. But the thing about me is all I want to do is put the truth out there. And then, because to my understanding, I feel that people the story is so complicated and its intricacies in the, you know what I'm saying, in the story, because it's mind-boggling, bro. And that's why every time I pipe to the public, I tell them about this situation. You got to be a critical thinker for you to be able to see that this dude is a buffoon. I understand why that, you know, their perception is what it is, because you got to understand this guy had 18 years to plan this whole thing, you know, and he did a good job from being locked up, stealing people books like Shada. He got a suit.
Okay, stop right there.
Yeah.
Shada Zoe.
Yeah.
He's been hitting me up.
Right.
In the comment section. You hit me in the comment section too. That's how we even been able to do this today. He hit me up. I didn't hit him back.
Right.
So what is his story? And why is he so adamant about being heard?
Man, listen. So remember I told you that day I was going to the lounge and I saw Shada on YouTube. Because, you know what I mean? When I first got out, I was embarking that journey to clean stuff up and to put ZP back on the map. But I have 5 years supervised release. I don't know how he's doing it, but when you got supervised release out of the feds, you can't have your own business, and you have a certain jurisdiction you can't pass.
My dog was telling me that. My dog, he couldn't come back out here. I don't want to say his name, but he couldn't come out here and do nothing.
You get consent from a probation officer, they got to do all the paperwork, and it got to be something like family related, then you can move around. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had the lounge. I had a hookah hangout right there in Pompano Beach. I had a lounge back in 2020, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I'm going to the lines. I see Shot of Zopan. He's talking about Chip Ali. So I'm looking at the dude because I'm already like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I know I got to straighten some shit with this nigga anyway. So he was interested. I'm like, what the fuck? So when I hear him talking about, oh, he's a fraud. Oh yeah, he out here talking about he Zopan, he owe them boys. He owe them boys every penny that he gonna make because he's a fraud. He's not the real Zopan. He's concocting stories, this, that, and the other. And he stole my book. And then he started talking about Kirby Toussaint. So the reason why I started listening to him is because when I first got out and I went to looking up our incorporation stuff, because I knew some bullshit had happened, I seen that name, Kirby Toussaint, on the Zopan Inc. Incorporation that Chip had started. So the only point of contact was this dude, Kirby Toussaint. So I called the dude. So I'm like, hey man, who this is? So he's like, who's this? I'm like, man, hey, this Junk. He said, I'm familiar. He was trying to talk real sly and smooth. He knew what he was doing. I kind of know that name. I'm like, hey, look here, player. I say, man, I see your name on some paperwork, bro. Y'all violating, bro. If that's you and Chip, he's like, what are you talking about? I say, man, you and Chip around here fucking with paperwork that belonged to us, bro. It ain't going down like that. I'm out here now. He was like, I heard your name. He was like, what happened was, you know, Zopan, we're trying to make Zopan a little bit more, respected than it was because, Zopan had a negative connotation to it. And we're just, Chip is just trying to make the thing, right. I said, what? I say, player. I say, hey, dog. Hey, player, y'all commit fraud, player. And bro, y'all ain't gonna get away with that shit. I say, man, matter of fact, you tell Chip, call me. And I gave him my number. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay, I'll be sure to do that. And sure as shit stank, Chip called me one day. He called me one day, and what he tried to do, he tried to draw dissension. He straight with the beer. Hey, what's up, Joe, man? I'm happy to hear you out. Man, Joe, boy, shit been crazy out there. Boy, Joe, man, watch. When the shit hit the fan, you gonna see, boy, Mac, man, all the homies, boy, they turned their back on the real homies, dog. Them niggas ain't right. I'm like, Chip. My nigga, what the fuck going on, player? What the fuck you got going on, dog, with this paperwork shit, dog? Like, my nigga, that's how you playing? Bro, his phone time went dead on me because it's 15 minutes in the Fed. We had 15 minutes, and the phone cut off on me in between conversation. The man ain't called me back. He started texting me and shit, trying to text me some bullshit. But then he see I got on that. Shit, nigga. I'm going to see you when you get out. And I got on all that shit. He stopped texting. And that was the end of him. This was way in 2017, 18. So now, when I go and I see Shatta and I hear him say that Toussaint name, I'm like, man, I got in his DM. I say, hey, bro, I need to holler at you, man. This jump. Because when Shatta was talking, he was saying, I was trying to get out my zone. Because he was explaining how his book got intercepted. He was like, I was hollering at a couple of my Zopan homies trying to reach out to them and let them know if I got permission to write the book. So I wrote kites out, you know what I'm saying, to all the homies. I wrote Junk, I wrote Matt. So when he said my name, I'm like, yeah, I got to hit him up. So the story went on to say that he sent Chip the paperwork because he didn't have a typewriter. And Chip had that other dude, Kirby Toussaint, finessing him on the other line to send him the book so he can get it edited or whatever they had to do. And them dudes messed around, flipped the book around, kept his book. But he was thinking when he wrote Ali too, because he was locked up and he was reading the books, the Don Divas, the shit that Chip had his proxy putting out.
Yeah, because Chip, he's saying he's been on 8 different publications, 8 different magazines. He's basically saying that his accomplishments, but
he
what accomplishment? That.
You in the Don Diva magazine talking about Zopan, but what did you do for Zopan? You're not on the album. You're not part of their clique, period. Yeah, you was affiliated with them only through your homeboy and only through you had your music shit going on, right? Even though you had little dealings with Mac too. You had little dealings with Mac on the street level. That don't make you Zopan. You still from Carol City. You still House of Fire. You're
Because
not born and raised in Sable Park.
he's saying that you guys want to y'all want him to not mention the Yanks that he was involved with the Booby Boys and all. He said that's what he's saying out of his mouth. This is not me.
What
This is
he mean?
He's saying that basically you guys don't want him to acknowledge that side of things. You guys only want him to acknowledge Little Haiti.
Why? Do that make sense?
I don't know. I'm trying to get it from you. It ain't coming from me.
Why would we want him to acknowledge Little Haiti, and Little Haiti ain't going to acknowledge you? Little Haiti acknowledge Zopan because we from there. We would prefer you to claim your side. Your side. Man, I don't know real dudes. Hey, bro, I just went to a funeral of one of the realest dudes from Carol City in my time, Linwood, bro. Rest in peace, Linwood, a real soldier. Man, I know a lot of soldiers in Carol City, bro. Don't make it. See, this is what I want the people to understand. And I don't want them to think that it's like we from Little Haiti and we saying he from Carol City, like Carol City soft or something, or, it's something flaw about him. Nah, we're just saying that the real Zopan is from Little Haiti. Not only Little Haiti, the Zopan clique, the originals, they from Sable Palm. Everybody knows that really know the real Pound. They from Sable Palm. Now, however, Ali, you came later on from Carol City and start messing with them boys. Or just say you became affiliated. But you was never Zopan, because Zopan is Zopan. They Little Haiti group and them boys from Sable Palm. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So how did you become Zopan? You tell the people how you became Zopan, because Zopan don't initiate nobody. Zopan, you ain't grew up in Little Haiti. I bet you ask Ali. Now, I ain't going to say it now because he might go and try to make calls and pay somebody to get all the names of the homies' old girls. See, all our homies, we know each other mama's names. We know sister. That's why I wanted to have an interview like how we is now and have him on the other side of the screen and pop questions. Let us pop questions at each other so you can see our flaw here. I bet he don't want to do that.
Let me tell you something. I'm working on it. In my hood, I'm the big homie in my hood. I'm the mediator. I've been doing this since I was legit. You know what I mean? So I like to see niggas be able to. I don't like to see things go places where they don't need to go. Right?
So I got a question for you. Because you're a street, you a Lowry dude, you know what time it is. And you don't have to answer the question because, you know what I'm saying, this is business. You're a journalist / blogger. You can't take sides, none of that stuff, bro. This is business. You ain't down with me like that. You ain't down with Ollie. You make that.
Yeah, I'm not on nobody's side but the side of Miami.
Right.
Zopan, the legacy.
Right.
Hip hop. That's what I'm on. I'm on that side. I'm on the right side of things.
So now,
neutral.
You got all this love in Miami. You looked out for 1 million people in Miami. You got the industry vouching for you, right? You that dude. Quite naturally, why you ain't come home and stay? Why didn't you get released home? Bro? And miss me with that BS, because we know that don't make no sense that 100 and some people told on you is the reason why you can't come to Miami. That's what you said on Vlad TV. That don't even make no convict sense. It don't, because if you didn't tell you respected, you a hero because you did your time on your head. You stood in the paint like a man. Bro, you had a CCE charge. Most people that get a CCE, continual criminal enterprise, they're going to have a life sentence or some big numbers. And you were facing that. It's all in your paperwork. You were facing that. How did you only do 18 years and then you can't come home and everybody love you? You the hero. Like how they love you. 70% of people love you on the internet. Why ain't you? Come on, bro. I came home. I went to Banyan right in Little Haiti when I came home. And I'm not in the hood, but I am the hood. But I could come through. I stopped at my spots. I go check on Ceci Bon Gary them. I go check on Kent them and Chef Creole. They all know the pound. They know the real. Why you ain't accepted like that? Right? Why you ain't respected like that? Why you ain't home? Why you running and hiding and dodging? What's going on? You the Don.
That's valid, but what would you say to people that say he did come home? He was at Rolling Oaks. That's right next to my hood, Norwood. He was right there at Rolling Oaks. He was right next to my hood.
He came home as a response to the stuff that was said on social media, mainly by me, right? Because he can't get his character, you know what I'm saying, shattered. He don't want to do that. But as you can see, the way he came home, and it's even a little short out there. If you're looking at, I'm on social media all day, so I see the short that the dude put out there where he had a limited time everywhere, even in his own hood. Even he couldn't. Why wasn't he seen going in the stores, going in this little neighborhood in Rolling Oaks? He was right there. It was Gigavelli's platform. Nobody probably knew they was there at the time. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're going to shoot their video. So he had it calculated. It ain't like he was in the hood wide open and dudes pulling up, yo, Ali, and all that, and getting the love and respect. That was a segment. He did what he had to do and got the hell up out of there. He had a couple of minutes to get up out of there, to do what he had to do to make it look good for the public. That's all that was. A real dude from the L.O.T.S or any critical thinker could see. Damn, that dude, he just did that and he dipped. He ain't got no clips. Knowing the dude he is, and I know who he is. If he really could have came down here, you would have seen that boy flexing in something big in the hood coming through, like showing people like, yeah, back in Miami on the beach riding with a bad one. Show them the Miami life. Ride around, just ride around Miami like it's all good. You respect it and love, and you can honk the horn and stop at any hood. Everybody love you. So the story says, so 70% of the people say, he the man. Show us you the man. Show us you respect it right there where you from. You're not staying in Miami. Nobody sees you. Every time you do a video, you can't see where you at. You got the camera this close. Yeah. But when you come to Little Haiti, I'm in Little Haiti. Stupid.
Yeah, because he explained to me yesterday. He's like, I'm playing. He said I'm playing poker, or I don't know what he's spade or whatever, or dominoes. You know, we play dumb bones. The nigga said that he's in somebody's backyard, right? He's like, I'm in somebody's backyard. You know what I mean? Playing right now, or he was. I'm paraphrasing. Or he was in somebody's backyard in Little Haiti. So apparently he's saying that he be in Little Haiti.
All I'm saying is this. Hey, bro, I ain't going to admit, man, look, bro, I don't even want people to think that Junky is going to be the one to get at him. I'm telling you that the dude got a lot of dirt from telling on a lot of people. That still is on his record. Hey, bro, I'm a Fed dude. I spent a lot of time in the law library, and that crazy stuff he was talking about, oh, he was going crazy. See, he heard about my case. So what happened in my case is, right, since a dude wore a wire on me and I was considered a career offender because I had that attempted murder on law enforcement and I had a strong arm robbery, which was violent. So my instant offense when I went to the Fed, it made me a 3-strike loser in the Fed, which they careered me out, right? So the dope that they did found, right, they gave me ghost dope, just like on his case, trying to act like you had all that dope because whoever was talking, they said, well, we did this amount of dope.
We're going to speak about that. We're going to speak about that.
But what was the actual amount you got caught with, clown?
I got it in the paperwork.
All right.
I got it.
So it was one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just overall, you know, they just making a number. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I lost myself again what we was talking about though, right?
I apologize because I interrupted. I shouldn't have interrupted you right then and there. Yeah. Should have saved my shit for the end.
But
you just saying verifying his stories, why people ain't saying this. We were talking about how he said he was in Little Haiti, whoop-de-woo, 70% of the internet on his side. I don't know if that jogs your memory.
Right, but what I'm saying at the same time is everything that you saying is no concrete evidence to the things that you talking about. You know what I'm saying? People saying stuff, bro, that don't validate you. The proof got to be in the pudding. You know.
Okay, so we spoke about all the. Is there anything else you want to say about that? Because I want to move on to just the actual paperwork.
No, go ahead.
All right, so we spoke about Freddie P and Jim Jones and Desloc, right? The paperwork. Mm-hmm. I stood up last night or the day before last night. I was up the whole night reading this paperwork. Eyes fucking burning.
First?
The one that you said that's doctored. The one that you say he sent to me.
He gave it to you.
he sent that, he emailed that,
So
that
why?
paperwork to me.
That's the problem. Why would he have to send you paperwork from him when the government is who he made a deal with? So you got to go to government documentation. His documentation don't validate him, bro. Something you give me don't validate you, dog. I gotta go.
So I agree with you.
In the feds. So I'm gonna use the federal information because you just did time in their hands. They got your release paper, they got your court paperwork. How you get it? No, tell me how you got it.
And let me tell you something. Junky Junk, you're correct.
Yes.
You're correct. I really wanted to get my lawyer involved to read the paperwork. And I actually wanted my lawyer to go to the website because he knows the website to pull the government that comes from the government, right?
USGov.com. USGov.com.
But in the paperwork that he gave me, it mentioned the people that told on him, the people that informed on it. And it also showed how much the people were purchasing, all the homes that the baby mother had under her name. It's all in the paperwork. 450 kilograms over here, 80 kilograms over here, 200 kilograms over here. It's all inside that paperwork that he sent me.
Right. He sent you stuff.
But you're telling me that's actually doctored.
Right. That's not how you research paperwork and on no platform in the Feds. Bro, you hand a brother some stuff you done typed up in the Feds, you're gonna get butchered. That's why in the Feds, you don't have to see in the Feds when they look up people paperwork. Hey, bro, you don't even have to show me your paperwork. Just give me your name, give me your first and last name, and the state where you came from, and they're gonna go straight to them computers in the law library, and they're gonna look your ass up on a government website, validated website. Nothing you hand to me. That's not how you check paperwork. You're gonna find dudes that's gonna, hey, there's some beast. Hey, bro, I watch a dude get butchered in the Fed because his paperwork was so flawed. Dudes had to do intense. It almost looked authentic. The dude was so much of a beast. He knew how to line the lines up. He knew how it looked official. But it took for the guys to order it themselves and saw that. Because if they would have just and read it and take it for face value, they would have lost. But the thing is, he had a dude that was from his hood that was saying, nah, man, buddy was telling on everybody, bro, that man ain't official. They like, we got the paper. They're like, man, he ain't official, bro. So you know what? Dude say, you know what? We're going to order it. And when they ordered that paperwork, they worked that boy. The boy almost lost his life. Yeah. So we got to be careful, man, with situations like this. You got to understand, like you say, the dude's clever. He's smart. I'm going to use those terms now. He's smart. He makes strategic moves. He think things through. You know, you can see where he lag at with some of his theatrics. You can see where he lag at with the buffoonery. It almost like a story that you start loving the movie and you don't want it. You don't want the star to die, man. I don't want, he's too good, man. This sounds so good. I don't want him to die. You know, it's one of those. But the dude is just that good, bro, with his lies, dog. None of that stuff is factual, bro. It's not. He got a few, like you said. Now, he did a few things which was real. It was buffoonery, bro. Now, the thing with Wayne Phantom, right? I understand. He did bring an artist. I heard that's fact. He did bring an artist to Wayne, which is that dude. What's his name? I had the dude name.
Basil. They said Basil.
Yeah, the Basil dude. He bought him to
him.
Bezel
Or Basil, something like that.
Basil, like he probably had potential, but he couldn't. He wasn't. I heard him. I saw the art. I was like, okay, I see why Lil Wayne didn't like him. But you didn't jack Wayne up, dog. You ain't do that. You did not jack Wayne up and do that. You didn't do none of that.
So you saying that never took that whole story about yoking Wayne up, taking chain off of him?
That ain't take place. Now, what happened was when he left Wayne, that Phantom did get burned. It did get burned. But we understand.
Because I know the real story behind it. I know the story. I know the story.
Right. So that did happen. But you jacking him, man, you ain't do all that, bro. You went to that man claiming you the pound. That man already know the pound. He dealt with it. He know the real pound. So number one, he didn't want to deal with you. Number two, your artist really want nothing. So he like, yo, man, hey, come on, man, bro. He got to get his stuff together, man. You could go on with that. And that was that. Then you Burn the Man Phantom I heard the man they did have billboards out. I heard they had those damn what you call it out with Lil Wayne with the 2AK saying he got to get out of Miami and all that. He probably paid a street team to do that too. You know, the young dudes there.
Oh, so he had billboards. I think I recall that shit too. Billboards telling Wayne got to get Cash Money got to get up out of
all that.
Yeah. I recall that too.
Them boys ain't go nowhere. Them boys had mansions on the beach. They ain't go nowhere.
That part. Big shout out to Cash Money. Big shout out to Brian Williams, Slim, Cash Money Records, Lil Wayne, and all that. You heard me? Juvenile, the whole Hot Boys. Shout out to Hot Boys and they new resurgence coming back out.
Man, I'm loving that, man. You know, and I hate to see, you know, because it's kind of like somewhat like what we going through. But the only thing about their story and our story, we got an imposter that's faking like he us. And then people are saying like, man, y'all will be better together. No, we won't, bro. Like we was never together. He's not none of us. But like them, you know, they really a family and it's petty differences that they really could. I don't know how deep it is, but from what I'm hearing, they, you know what I'm saying, they at odds with is because number one, what Turk said about the Geneva watches. And then number two is while BG was locked up, it was something about, you know, Turk didn't do what he was supposed to do for BG while he was locked up. And then he started saying that, oh, Turk selling shirts with my name out, trying like he clout chasing this, you know. But to me, those petty differences, you could get over the hump. And that's what's sad about their situation to me, because come on, man, 30 years and y'all still, man, that's something we wanted to do, bro. Like, and we was dealing, we were rocking with them dudes. Hap still rock with Baby. You know what I'm saying? They still got a relationship with Baby. I'm going to tell you something funny that happened between me and Turk, because, you know, when we met them boys, right? When we met them boys, we start hanging with them boys every day, took them to Coco's, to the Legs. I remember one time Baby was messing with Pinky at one time. That's why she in that video that
big shout out to Pinky, because Ali was mentioning Pinky too. Pinky very cool, cool.
Hey,
he used to be the bartender. That should be, I think, Trina's best friend at one point. Bartender at the office. Nah, I fuck with Pinky.
Actually, the dude that Ali kind of ran with a little bit before they got locked up, they called cases together. Graylin Kelly. I know you heard that.
It's all in the paper. The Graylin's in the paperwork too.
So Pinky is.
They mentioned him.
Pinky is Graylin baby mama. You know that, right? She got a baby for Graylin.
Well, he told me he gave him the story. You know, all this stuff is new to me, so I don't want to give you misinformation, but all that stuff. He mentioned that.
So, you know, Baby had started messing with Pinky, and then you remember when they left Miami, they took us to the Cash Money Mansion. We went to the Cash Money Mansion with them boys. Big Tigger was in the building. Rapping Forte was in the building. We went to the House of Blues with them boys. You feel me? Them boys took us in their neighborhood. That was the day Juvenile shot that. I got that fire video when he had that blue Bentley. We was there on the set. We was in Winnebago's. We was there fucking with them boys that actual day. Them boys showed us a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? It was just that type of respect. You know what I'm saying? But I had a little incident because we had rode the Juvenile house, right? Juvenile had just bought a crib way out. I think it was in Baton Rouge, if I'm mistaken. Don't quote me on it, but we all went to Juvenile house, right? Juvenile, this house wasn't even furnished yet. Nice joint. And his auntie, we was in there playing dominoes. They invited, they embraced us like brothers, bro. Them boys was real. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them boys. Them boys kept it real. And they in there, we hanging out like we family. He had his auntie cooking on fried chicken. And we playing dominoes. And then me, Turk, Happy, JD, which is Juvenile Daddy. He had just got out of prison. JD a thug. Well, JD thugged out. And he had a chain say JD on it, Juvenile Daddy. But anyway, we all went into the garage that day, right? Juvie had bought him a gray Bentley. You know what I'm saying? So the gray Bentley and Juvenile Bentley was parked in the garage, and we had a dice game. We started a dice game. Everybody was inside playing spades, eating chicken. We went outside to shoot dice. And I fucked around and I was rolling the dice and I burnt my point. And Turk was down on the dice. And he grabbed the money because I had done grabbed the dice when my point came. I grabbed one dice, then I tried to grab my money. And he was like, nah, man, you burnt your point. You know what I'm saying? And we almost had a fight in the garage. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. L.O.T.S approved media. You guys see what we bring into the channel. Hopefully, there's some technical difficulties. Hopefully, this man can come back on. His phone probably cut off. Maybe the charger. Guys, we're doing this here on New Year's Eve. This is episode number 100 of the DSTM Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. This is New Year's Eve right now. We're 1 hour away from 2025. All right. We started off with a great interview. That was Junky Junk, original co-founding member of Zoe Pound, all right? And we're speaking about Ali Zoe Adams, who has the internet on fire. Once again, you guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. You guys should be subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button so YouTube can recommend this content and push it forward to their audience. That's what we're trying to accomplish here, okay? We need to get our likes up. We need to smash those subscription buttons so we can get right and turn notification bells on. I know how it be. You're annoyed. People keep sending you stuff. You got other things to do. I need you guys to make an exception for me, for moi, for your boy, for your dog. You see what we're doing here. Turn your notifications on. So every time I drop new content, you guys will be the first to get notified.